What it do, Mama's Bomb Crew, and welcome back to another video. If you're not already a part of the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video, turn that bell on so you guys can get my notifications for new videos, and let's get into the video. Well, you guys need to go see part 1 because I just filmed part 1 of my experiences of being a CNA. So I was talking a lot in that video of like the pros and cons and the job description, but I did say a story time. Y'all just gotta watch it, okay? Watch it. But in this video, I'm gonna get straight into the story times. Like I got 3 more story times. Well, I have more. I just like wrote down 3 at this moment, so I'm gonna do those 3 right now. Now, I don't know if I should do my sad one first or my most recent one first or like the one that pissed me off or like I'm gonna just do the craziest one that I have on my list so far. Now, I didn't even eat. Like, I have food in front of me and it's like ice cold probably right now. But y'all, all right, I'm gonna tell you guys a story about this man that, okay. So, like I said in my previous video, I work in hospitals sometimes. And I usually stay with a patient until they get released. And then I'll like not transport them. Well, sometimes I'll transport them, but they have like a non-emergency transportation and I just follow them to their house and then deal with them when they get home or when they get into a rehab or something. So I went to the hospital and I keep seeing on the board. Now, mind you, I don't know nothing about this person. This is my first day there. The person that was there, none of the doctors told me about him, nothing. So I'm looking around the room and I see on the board, like, you know, when they write like get well soon and the name of your nurses and your doctors and stuff. So I see on the board and it says use restraints. Now, for you guys don't know what use restraints mean, that means that this person is like wild and gets up and they have to literally restrain them down to the bed, like strap them down to the bed. So when I read that, I was like, use restraints. But the man seemed fine. So I was like, okay, maybe they were exaggerating or something. But then again, people are on medication at the hospital. So I'm there for like half the day. I got there at like 7. It's probably like 12, 1 o'clock. I'm still there. Finally, they said that they're going to release him, but they're going to release him to a rehab. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to follow you guys to the rehab and continue my shift at the rehab. So I noticed when transportation came in to bring him, the nurses, you know how the nurses have to give you like the discharge papers and stuff like that. So I'm the one who gets the discharge papers and like pretty much know all the information for when they leave the hospital. So the lady comes and she tells me, she's like, good luck. But she said it with like a smile. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, good luck. And then she gives me the discharge papers. And like the whole time I'm driving behind transportation, I'm like, good luck. I'm like, and then she said it was with a smile. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I've been here half the day and you can't even tell me like what's wrong with him, but you have the nerve to tell me good luck when he's getting released because you know he's going to be in my hands? My bad, y'all. This pimple is driving me crazy. It's not even pimple. It's just like I don't know. Just don't even look at it. It's like a bump. It's bothering the hell out of me while I'm talking to y'all. But, sorry, I get off track. So, we get to the rehab and, you know, I give them the discharge papers and the lady comes in the room and she's like, what do you know about him? And I'm like, I don't know about him. They didn't tell me about him. Yeah. All I know is that in the hospital, it says that he needs restraints. I don't know. So mind you, he was on medication at the hospital. So we get to the rehab. We're there probably for like an hour. The man starts flipping out on me. When I tell you this man trying to fight me, literally getting out the bed, trying to fight me, literally fight me, fist up, feet trying to kick me, everything. Thank goodness I'm in a rehab. So I call the nurses in and I'm like, listen, he's trying to fight me. He's off the chain. So they come in and they're like, oh, well, we don't know about him. Let's try to see if we can get him some medication. This man talking about he needs to get on the ship and he needs to leave this place right now. Mind you, if you've ever been to like a rehab for older people, all the doors are locked. Like you could literally walk the hallways, but every single door is locked. You need a badge in order to get in the elevator. In order to get out of any door, you need a badge. So when a patient like runs out of the room, like I know that they're not going anywhere. The only thing for me to do is to follow them and make sure that they're safe, that they don't fall, that this, make sure they're safe pretty much. So the man leaves the room and is screaming and he needs to get out of here, this and this and that. Mind you, when we left the hospital, he had a catheter in. Now, if you guys don't know what a catheter is, for a woman, they put it up there and it's your pee goes through it pretty much. And for a guy, they stick it in your urethra, I want to say, and that's how he pees. Now, you're not supposed to pull it out because you're gonna bleed. Not bleed to death, but you're gonna bleed and it's gonna hurt. And think about it. Come on now. The man running up and down the hallways, right? So I'm just running up and down the hallways with him. Not literally running, but like he's walking fast. So I'm just behind him and I'm like, oh goodness. So all the nurses in the rehab are just looking at me like, wow. Like feel sorry for me that I have to deal with this right now on my shift. None of the nurses were helping me, right? Finally, we get into a corner. The man starts going crazy. I guess he's seen the cord to the catheter. When I tell you this man started pulling on his catheter, people are eating. People are literally like steps away, sitting at the dining table eating. And this man has his penis out, pulling the catheter out of his penis, okay? Just Google it, okay? If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, what image I have in my mind, or what I was seeing at this moment, Google it, okay? Pulling his catheter out, okay, in the hallway in front of people is so embarrassing because there's nothing I can do. I can't touch this man. He's gonna beat me up. There's nothing I can say to him to stop him because he's determined to get the catheter out. He's determined to get on the ship and he's determined to get the hell out of there. Nothing I can do, right? So once I see him pulling out the catheter, I already know, like, come on now. I've done this. I already know that you can't do that. It's gonna hurt. Like, come on. You're gonna rip your damn penis off. So I call the nurse and I'm like, listen, I know this is, I'm the one taking care of him, but this is your facility and he is at your facility. I need your help because he's trying to pull his catheter out. She starts like going crazy. Oh gosh, well, let him pull his catheter out. We'll just send him back to the hospital. I'm like, dang, you're not even gonna like try to talk him out of it, try to help him. Help me. Like, come on, help me. Not even him, help me. Come on now, help me. So she gets somebody else. So now there's like 3 nurses. And mind you, he's in a corner. And behind the corner is like a door, but it's like an empty room with a table. I don't know if they have like meetings there or whatever. So they were thinking, let's just get him into that room. And at least if we get him into that room, we could deal with him in the room instead of out in the public with people eating and yeah. So while he was pulling on the catheter, while the nurses was coming, now he's bleeding a little bit, right? Now he's bleeding from his penis. Oh gosh. People are eating. Blood on the carpet. Oh gosh. What do I do, right? So they open the door. They get the man in the room. And she's like, oh, I think it says in the notes that he likes chocolate ice cream. Let me go get him chocolate ice cream and see if he'll stop. Lady, the man is bleeding out his penis. He's trying to get on the ship and he's trying to get out the building. You really think he's going to stop because you get him chocolate ice cream? Anyway, I was like, okay, whatever. I left it in their hands now. You want to get chocolate ice cream? You want to call an ambulance? Whatever. I'll just stand by and whatever happens, happens. I don't know what else to do. Man's still pulling out the catheter, right? Don't care about no chocolate ice cream. Don't care about no chocolate ice cream. When I say no chocolate ice cream, he don't care about what she's saying. None of that. She tried to put it in his mouth. He ain't having it. Pulls the catheter out. Now the catheter is still in, but he's still pulling it out. So now he's bleeding even more all over the floor. Now he's not on the carpet. Now he's on tiles. So now you see the blood all over the floor. Now the lady goes, you know what? Because we were on the 2nd floor. And the 3rd floor, they have like morphine and like those strong, heavy drugs for like people like him. So she goes, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the 3rd floor and I'm going to get him morphine because we got to calm him down. This is crazy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, do what you got to do. Hurry up. She goes upstairs. She gives him a shot. When I tell you this man literally got the shot and they sat him in a chair and he literally was just like this. It was like nothing ever happened. Like it was crazy. Okay. I never went back to that case. Well, they never sent me back to that case. I would have went back to the case because I would have just told him to give him medication or like just to make sure that he was calm. But yeah. That's another crazy experience I had. Let me just check that off the list. Now I'm going to tell you guys another experience I had, another crazy experience I had. Well, it was kind of weird. This happened to me I want to say last week Monday. This happened to me. So, I accepted last week Tuesday. This happened to me. So I went on a case, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Right? I get there at 7 a.m. The man, he just has schizophrenia. So I'm like, okay, I've dealt with schizophrenia people before. Then as long as you don't like walk up on them or like scare them or do anything, they're fine. They're like big teddy bears. They're really scared of themselves more than they're scared of you more than you'll be scared of them. So I was like, okay, no problem. This should be an easy shift. So it was kind of weird because my job told me that the nurse was going to come in to reevaluate him. So I'm like, okay. So the nurse came in, the woman of the facility came in, and the man was fine. We were having a conversation. He was on the computer. He went to lay down for a little bit, and it was probably maybe around 10:30. Mind you, the nurse and everybody already came, so I'm thinking nobody else is coming. All of a sudden, come in. Come in. I'm like, oh gosh, oh gosh. So I get up and I open the door, and there's 2 police officers standing there, 2 sheriffs standing there, and a lady from the facility. So the police was like, did you call the police? And I'm like, no. Did he call the police? I'm like, no, he's sleeping. And all I kept thinking was, I know I didn't. What is something on my nose? Something is on my nose. What the heck? And all I'm thinking is, I know I didn't do anything wrong. Like, why are they banging on the door like this? So they go down the hallway. I'm confused as ever. I'm like, I know this man didn't call the police because he's sleeping. I was confused. So I told him, I said, I can wake him up to see what it could possibly be. I don't understand. Nobody called the police. So I wake the man up and I'm like, did you call the police? And he's like, no. So they went down the hallway, and mind you, I'm still confused as ever. I'm standing in the hallway. I'm walking back in the building, back in the apartment, walking in the hallway, walking back in the apartment. I'm like, this is weird. Then they come back in the room, and I guess the actual facility called the police so that they can transfer him to the schizophrenia hospital so that he could get reevaluated. Found us out after all of this happened. So then they come back in, and they're like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, so where are you taking my patients? Because, I got to go with him. I'm with him till 7. Oh, we have to take him to the schizophrenia hospital. We got to transport him. Mind you, 2 cops got to transport this poor little old man, and he's, like, harmless. Like, you guys couldn't call non-emergency transportation. You really had to call the police. Is that serious? Anyway, so they just took him, and I'm like telling the police officer, like, okay, so do I get the address? Do I follow you there? Like, yeah, like, what am I supposed to do now that you're taking him? Like, I could follow you there and then watch him in the facility, or like, yeah. No, you can't come to the facility. They're not going to allow you in the facility. There's a lot of mental people in that facility. You can't get through the doors. Okay, sir. Alrighty. Have a safe trip. You don't got to be so damn rude. So I spoke to the lady at the facility. I'm like, okay, so do you have an address that maybe I can go and meet him there? Because I'm supposed to be with him till 7. No, I don't. He's going to be there for 74. He's going to be there for 72 hours because they have to do evaluation on him. And I'm like, okay. So I called my agency, and I'm like, they had to transfer him to the schizophrenia hospital. So I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go there? Am I supposed to go home? What am I supposed to do? I can't go there. So I only got paid till 11. 7 to 11. That was supposed to be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I was like, really? Like, really? But, yeah. That was another one. Another story. That happened a couple weeks ago. That didn't happen a couple weeks ago. That happened last Tuesday. So my check is going to be short. But whatever. Yeah. I'm going to check that one off the list because that one was crazy too. Now, let me see. So I told the one about, in my last video, I told the one about my first experience. This one I told about the crazy catheter story. The schizophrenia hospital trip. And I think I'm going to do a part 3 now. But my part 3, It's gonna have a sad story in it, and it's gonna have like a mean, horrible story in it. So stay tuned for part 3. I'm gonna make that video right now so y'all can get it right now. No, I'm just playing. I don't know how to sing, y'all. But like I always say in the beginning of my video, if you're not already a part of the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Put your bell on for notifications. Share this video. If somebody's trying to become a CNA, please share this video so they can get some experiences of what I've been through, okay, to prepare themselves, okay? It's not that bad, but you know, when I tell the stories, they're like, oh my gosh, really, oh my gosh. But I'm still doing it, so obviously it wasn't that bad. But my email is also in the description down below. Feel free to email me. Yeah, I'll see you guys in part 3.